Counting down to puck drop with Iowa Heartlanders head coach Chuck Weber. Heartlanders looking to rebound after Wednesday taking a loss here at Extreme Arena. And Chuck, let's start right there. 4-0. Looks worse on the scoreboard with the 2 empty net goals. So what did you think about the performance on Wednesday?
I didn't think we were awful defensively. They controlled the net fronts, which I thought was the difference in the game. We didn't get to their net front. They had 2 scrum goals against us. And yeah, like you said, the 4-0 is a little misleading. But again, for me, it was trying to get that last goal of the game. When you're playing a team back-to-back, a lot of times that last goal can bring in some momentum. So I wanted to continue to push. I thought we did a good job staying out of the box, but I think that was a little misleading because I didn't think we battled enough. And I told the boys, I said, listen, you're going to take 1 or 2 penalties just due to pure battles and stuff like that. But we didn't have any, and it was because we weren't in the battle. We were near the battle, but not in it. So we need to do a better job of that tonight.
A lot of one-and-done chances, too. I almost feel like the 29 shots, it was, you could probably go back and count on just maybe 1 or 2 hands the rebound chances or those grinding goals chances right in front. So when you talk about the battle, is that part of what you're saying on the battle offensively at least?
Yes, just consistently, getting to the house. I mean, they have a few big defensemen back there that are going to cross-check you, make you pay a price, but that's what it takes to score in this league. You got to win the hard areas. You got to control the blue lines, and if you can control the net fronts, it's going to give you a good chance. And I told the guys, I said, we're not that far off. It's not doom and gloom by any means, but I think our expectation is just higher, and that's a good thing. We were scoring 4 or 5 goals a game, but now Fort Wayne is a different level from a competition standpoint, and they're perennially one of the better teams in this division, and we got to make sure that we can go toe-to-toe with those guys to achieve our goals.
A couple guys that are getting closer, set to return to the lineup, Nathan Nolan, Luke Mobley. Nathan provides a little bit of a different element in terms of what he brings, and then Luke as well, his first action of the season when he gets in the lineup. So tell us about those two and what they each individually bring and why it will help.
Yeah, I mean, Knowlesy, everybody knows. He brings energy. He does things the right way. He plays hard. So that's imperative from that standpoint to have him do those things. And then at the same time, Luke is a guy that's a little bit of an unknown to me. I know what his potential is. My comparable for him, and this is a pretty big comparable, is Tom Wilson. Big guy, can produce offensively. He has, unfortunately for us, Mobes has a much longer fuse than Tom does. But sometimes it takes a little bit longer for him to get fired up. But it's there. And, he's got an ability to score. As the same time be physical and be hard to play against.
Let's talk about the new guy coming to the team as well, which is Alexander Stenson, just acquired from Rapid City yesterday. You were saying right before we hit record, smooth skating from Sweden. Seems like a good kid. Just talked to him just a few times here in the morning here. So tell us about why Alexander, it was attractive to bring him here.
Yeah, he's athletic. He's got great edges, makes a good first pass. I think one of the things we are lacking is the consistency of our exits out of our defensive zone. Watched him a lot in video. He has a little bit of an edge to the game. He's willing to get his stick on guys, willing to finish checks, has good enough edges to defend in open ice. So I feel like if he can do those things, he's going to bring us an element that can enhance our D-core and back.
To provide some color to the trade as well, because Dave Smith, who was the head coach at RPI last year, and you were obviously one of the assistants there. So if you could take us a little bit behind the scenes of, did you think a calendar year ago that you were going to be making a trade with the guy who was your head coach last year at RPI?
No, we kind of laughed, though, because the amount we've talked in the last couple of days was kind of like our days back at RPI. There would be many times we talked to each other more than our wives. So it was kind of that way over the last few days. And, Dave is a guy that I trust, and he trusts me, from that standpoint. So it was a deal that made sense for both teams. He was looking to add a little bit of speed up front. We were looking to add a defenseman. So, from that standpoint, there was a good fit. And then it was an easy trade to make happen, from that standpoint. All we needed is, you good? Yep. You good? Yep. And that was it. And let's make it move forward that way.
Well, thanks again for providing that little bit of color at the end, too. The fans always like the inside stuff, and we appreciate you, Chuck. Best of luck tonight. Happy Halloween. I look forward to seeing you as an ECHL head coach behind the bench.
Appreciate it, Finer.
Absolutely. We'll be right back after this and get this game going.